hear about Peruvian cuisine, delicious dishes, diversity of flavor and creativity immediately come to mind. Peruvian cuisine is considered to be one of the most important cuisines in the Americas, with influences from Inca culture, Spanish, Chinese and Italian immigrants. Peru has 90% of the world's climates, divided into three main regions: the coast, the highlands, and the Amazon rainforest. The latter makes up approximately 40% of the Peruvian territory and is rich in fruits and tubers. Undoubtedly, the gastronomy of the jungle represents its cultural expression and history through its flavors and food diversity. Hello, my name is Luisa Bonifacio. Today we are going to prepare the locro de pituca that we are going to make with the pituca. Well, this is the pituca. It is very sandy and consistent. For cooking it can be stews, yuccas or stuffed pitucas that we call here. As for that, its flavor is very delicious. We prepare this pituca in stews as I was telling you. We also prepare it in chifles and aranitas de pituca, which is very delicious fried. This is the white pituca. Today we are going to prepare the locro de pituca, which is very important. This product is generally found in the jungle, like the yucca or potato family. In the highlands of Peru they have the potato. Here in the jungle we have the pituca, and we mostly eat that. It is our daily food to be able to prepare our jungle meals. Here we also have what is known as ají dulce, which is this. Mostly in the jungle we use it to enhance the flavor of the food. Look at it. It is very delicious. We don't use it in a spicy way so that it can give a special flavor to the food. Mostly we eat spicy, but today this chili does not sting. It is a sweet chili, we call it because it does not sting. To the aggression, this chili I present here is the carapita chili, purely from the jungle. Its flavor is very delicious, but it is a little spicy. Most of us here do not eat this chili. It also enhances the flavor of the chili peppers because we always eat a little chili bell pepper with every meal. Here we have varieties of chili. Not only one. The carapita has a very special flavor, especially for ceviches. As we always make ceviche de pan de arbol here, we use the local chili bell pepper, mostly called ají de la selva and de montaña. We know the name pan de arbol here is because you go to harvest and it falls down, so you call it pan de arbol. If you are going to eat it, don't peel it but rather parboil it. It has a very special flavor like peanuts or something like that. With this we prepare ceviche de pan de arbol, or we also make pan de arbol dessert. Or we eat it on grills.
Lo comemos en parrillas, algo así, ¿no? Entonces es muy riquísimo.
It has a lot of iron, which is very important. So the Peruvian population of the jungle eats it a lot, mostly in rural areas.
Mayormente en las zonas rurales comemos eso.
On this occasion they were able to meet Mrs. Luisa, who has a minor activity development agreement, which allows them to take advantage of the natural resource landscape so that they can extend their finished product, in this case their food, using only the inputs produced in this area. giving it an added value and highlighting the nutritional value, being extended to visitors of our protected natural area. Well, we also have now what we are going to discover. That is turmeric. Of course here we use it for the Feast of St. John. Now that the Feast of St. John is coming, it is mostly used. It is very delicious because it is only the powder, they dry it and then they make it into powder. It is called turmeric here. Well, we also have here calampas. This is produced here in the jungle. They are edible mushrooms, not from the dry trunk, and when it rains they do. Also when we were little here in the jungle, many years we lived here. My grandfather said one day, no, today there are no calampas, but we always put it in the food. We prepare it with boiled water and then we fry it. We can make loins with, mixing them with the pitucas, or we can fry them and they are very delicious. We are also going to show you what the sachapapa is. In this town we always eat it. It is like a potato, a tuber more than anything else, related to the pituca and yucca. It is very delicious because when you cook it, it is like a potato. And we also make chifles, aranitas. Here they eat it quite a lot in aranitas. Also parboiled, you can eat it with a chili, or with some calampas and trevoradas. This is the chili of the jungle that has cocona and carapatas. First we chop the biggest coconas. There are two varieties, the small cocona and also the big cocona. Here we see a large cocona, we chop it into squares, then the onion and also the carapata chili, which is essential, because it has a very special flavor. Then we chop it, then we mix it and add a little lemon juice, which is the mandarin lemon, and then we have your carapata chili, which is very delicious from cocona. Sacaculantro. This is from the Peruvian jungle. We have it here in varieties as well. In the highlands they have the coriander. Here we have the sacaculantro that gives a very rich flavor to the food. We also use it in the fans of the jungle and in banana fans. This is chicken broth that we are going to use for the locro de pituca. You also need the pituca that is here. A little bit of turmeric. A little bit of garlic and onion head. And also Chinese onion. We call here an onion with its branches Chinese onion. The gastronomy of the door of the Amazon is based on its own products, such as bananas in different varieties, pituca, yuc, sachapapa, sacaculantro, fish such as paiche, caracama, and an innumerable amount of products that make up the pantry of the Peruvian high jungle. Here in Peru we mostly eat the locro de zapallo, locro de papas. Today we are going to present what is locro de pituca, a very innovative locro. What is a locro from the coast and highlands? Here in the jungle we prepare it with pituca. We are going to make it. Well, we start making the dressing. For that we are going to use a little oil. we are going to add a little turmeric. Why do I add turmeric? So that it takes a little more of its smell and also the color it has. It is a little more delicious when you can brown it a little more. And then we add the garlic. To make the dressing you have to have your fire or stove a little low, so that it takes on a caramelized color. So, that's the cooking tactic. As far as making a locro de pituca. Then we go with the Chinese onion. We also add the onion in head. This is going to be like a acaramelado, as we call it. Something not so fried, that is like golden and transparent. For us it is important to comply with the 3 pillars of sustainability, which are economic, social and environmental, for which the inhabitants of the buffer zones are trained and prepared, using local inputs that are produced in their farms or in their gardens, and that are used and then prepare their food with them. This makes it easier for them to acquire them and also generates economic savings for their families. Friends, we are also going to add the sweet chili, but we are going to do it, as you can see, a little low. It is already half caramelized with all the onion. We start with the broth. It has to be like this. Transparent. Something like parboiled.
Ya. Bien, todito. Vamos a echar la pituca. Ahí está.
Something like that, and we are going to add the pituca. Well, for this occasion I am going to use the calampas, as they are a little dry and washed. I am going to put them in the water that is boiling here, then just to fry them. Now it is boiling. You can already see our locro de pituca. You can feel the jungle. When you come here, you feel the flavor of the chili, the turmeric and the pituca. From all these mixed ingredients comes out a very special flavor. Well, we will also start with the cheese. For that you have to buy fresh cheese to put in the pituca locro. It will be there to give the pituca a touch of flavor. Now if we take it over medium heat, so that it does not stick, especially the pituca, we are going to add the cheese and start with the milk. Then, We leave it for 5 minutes to take it out, and our locro de pituca is ready. Now comes the best part. Let's add the sacaculantro. Well, after having finished and cooked the locro de pituca, we are going to start serving. Here we serve it with rice. In other places I don't know how it will be, but here it is rice. We are also going to add Chinese onion with coriander to enhance the fresh flavor. Well, to finish our dish locro with pituca, we are going to put the mushrooms in this way and we are done. This is the dish of the jungle, the gateway to the Peruvian Amazon, which is very important. Well, we started to eat and enjoy the food that is very healthy and nutritious here in the jungle. It is very gratifying for us that these mothers of families develop through their local knowledge, through the preparation of their dishes, since many of them are heads of households and represent the economic support of their homes. Hello. My name is Clyda de la Cruz Aranda. Today, I have prepared food from here in the area where I live. Here in the jungle of Tingo Maria. When I don't have resources, I prepare them at home to eat with my whole family. I have prepared this meal with green papaya, accompanied with fried pitucas. This is the papaya that I have taken 2 days ago to remove the milk. When we eat it like this, our mouth itches, and therefore I made stripes and the milk came out. Then I parboiled the papaya in a pot. I put it to boil because it has a lot of acid, and I took out all the acid and the papaya was like a potato, nice and white. So I made a preparation of this papaya and I used these. It is a canta from here, which is a very big tree, and it is thorny. Besides, this is a guide and also serves us as a meat. Sometimes we don't have meat, and we take this little meat and prepare it as a meal to feed ourselves. So, I have also prepared it as a little rice with a green plantain. It is accompanied with the rice, and I also made it with this plantain, which are some sweets. This is what I did, and also the lomo saltado. I added a little bit of achiote because it lacked color. So as you can see, it has a very reddish color. This is the lancetilla soda. I used these little herbs that are very purple You pour them in half-boiled water, and this brings out the color. As you can see, this lancetilla has little purples, and this dyes the water. It is very good, and besides that it is very curative. When we do not have money to buy some medicines, when we have a fever in children or adults, we take this and it is good for us. It is everything that is produced here. I only prepare the meals from what I bring from my farm, from the back of the farm. From there I bring them and prepare them in this way in quantities, and I eat with my whole family. In this way, we hope that local entrepreneurship will continue to emerge and that the knowledge will continue to be maintained from generation, being valued by locals and visitors alike.